Hello, my name is Kingsley, and right now I'm here in Santa Coloma for an international camp about the project FASTLISA. FASTLISA is a project on the hate speech, against the hate speech, so counteraction. And usually in my town, in my hometown, that is Ravenna, I'm a youth worker. I'm mostly working with a teenager and a youngster, so we are using non-formal education and informal education as advocacy and to promote and to raise the awareness on different topics. I'm one of the tutors of this project from the Italian side, and I'm working in an organization called Liberazione, and it's taking care of one of the part, mostly the facilitation part of the different workshops in Ravenna, and also to gather and to train the different ambassadors.
Io sono Mattia Palombaro, vengo da Tollo in provincia di Chieti in Abruzzo e adesso studio a Ravenna Storia, Società e Culture del Mediterraneo e mi trovo al terzo anno.
Hi, I'm Elena. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Ravenna and I'm an ambassador of the project FASTLISA. I'm a student and also a volunteer for young people in my territory. My main occupation is to engage them and to make them feel closer to the idea of European identity and citizenship. I've already studied something about hate speech during my academic years, but never in a specific way. And so I was very curious about it, and mostly curious about the possibility to be the main character of this project with the other ambassadors, to learn and to put in practice what we have learned.
Mi chiamo Hiba e sono di Ravenna, originaria marocchina, cioè i miei due genitori sono marocchini. Momentaneamente ho appena preso il diploma, quindi proprio fresca e sto facendo servizio civile a CISIM di Ravenna, di Dodriano.
Basically, we did the formation together, so like the training from the University of Bologna and the different speakers. And also we grow together, and right now we are here, and it's very nice because it's kind of like reaching a milestone in this project, and I'm very happy to be here with all the team.
Poi anche il fatto che di dover dar peso alle parole che si utilizzano nel web, che non bisogna solamente prendere e scrivere, perché forse mentalmente stiamo pensando, non so, un discorso ironico che si scherza, ma scrivendolo un'altra persona lo legge e non capisce bene, e quindi poi anche qui ci sono tutti i discorsi infatti d'odio, come questo aspetto qua mi ha proprio interessato molto.
It's not just a process of one person that just offend other people, but it is something really bigger, in my opinion. And as a community we need to understand that each one has a part, has a role in it.
Di base anche per me molte cose sono simili, poi anche tante sfaccettature quale l'anonimato dietro lo schermo, perché giustamente uno si riesce a difendersi dietro uno schermo senza avere il proprio nome, quindi non mettendoci la faccia. E in alcuni casi anche, per esempio, può essere anche una cosa negativa, in quanto nel momento in cui uno cerca di fare una battuta, mettiamola così, potrebbe essere frainteso in quanto non si capiscono le vere intenzioni, e quindi potrebbe effettivamente offendere qualcun altro senza anche l'intenzione. Quindi il mondo delle speech è molto ampio e molto complicato.
And on my behalf, what I learned is more related to the legal response on hate speech and so on, more related to digital reputation. I know the terms, I know what it was and what it is, but I never thought how hate speech could affect your digital reputation.
We worked as moderators of two kind of platforms. They were Discord and WordPress. I joined the workshop about WordPress simulation, and as a moderator, you need to really understand the differences between the comments to recognize hate speech when you see it, and it is really, I think, the line between freedom of expression and hate speech is really thin, and it is a really good exercise to being able to recognize this kind of comments.
Ammetto che grazie a questa opportunità che abbiamo avuto di partecipare ho visto un po' l'aspetto retroscena, tipo dei commenti, di come uno deve moderare bene i commenti, di dover stare attento ad approvare un certo tipologia di commento e non approvarlo, perché grazie anche a una lezione sulla privacy abbiamo notato che non approvando un certo tipo di commento, alla fine possiamo andare a ledere il proprio diritto di parola. E quindi grazie a questo ho capito bene che è davvero importante.
Fra le varie responsabilità ci sono quella di fare il moderatore, quindi di leggere i commenti all'interno del progetto, del lavoro, scegliere quali commenti vanno bene, quindi quali sono accettabili, quali fanno parte dell'hate speech e quali invece vanno proprio a far parte dello spam e quindi da cestinare in quanto non inerenti al tema.
For me, it was really new, the technological part of the course we had, because you listen about different arguments about hate speech, you know what it is, it's not something completely new, but you don't really know about the platforms you can use, about the moderating part of it, and also you don't really know if you haven't lived the experience in first person. You don't know how to react to these kind of comments.
Quindi poter andare nelle scuole magari soprattutto per poter cercare di far capire, anche se noi parliamo per esempio con 200 ragazzi, il messaggio arriverà a 25 di loro saranno sensibilizzati e saranno più attenti nel ledere la sensibilità altrui.
To feel I can change even a bit the community and the society around me, also by spreading what I learned from this project.
Invece quando abbiamo scoperto che dobbiamo fare poi dopo con la dashboard, con Discord eccetera, lì già un po' di dinamica, un po' di, come si dice? Interattività l'ho avuta, ho detto sì dai, questo per i ragazzi, soprattutto quelli delle medie, anche perché ho un mio fratello piccolo che frequenta le medie, sarebbe il lusso comprendere il vero significato di scrivere una sola parola, un emoji, un meme in un post o qualsiasi altro video.
I hope that we will again spread the voice and create a bigger network that will help us in this process.
Ledere poi la sensibilità, cioè proprio ci vuole un secondo senza neanche accorgersene, quindi è importante avere un po' la responsabilità di ciò che si scrive o ciò che si dice anche.
When I was a kid, when I was in elementary school, primary school, I was living in a countryside town, and I was the only one with my sister that had the skin more darker, and so I was called the black sheep from my classmate. And so he was the black sheep, and at the beginning, for me, it was just something that it was hurting me and make me mad, and now I realize that it's something that is, you can perpetrate these things, and if you do it, and if you do since you were a kid, and you don't know what is it, so you're just repeating something that you hear from someone else, you can grow a generation of people that will just use hate speech without knowing what hate speech is. So it's something that is kind of okay, I face it many times, not just when I was a kid, not so strong as other people, but I feel it on my skin, and I don't want to someone else live the same situation or worse situation.
Io l'esperienza degli speech ammetto che l'ho ricevuta in un modo un po' ironico, un po' scherzando, che però mi ha, nell'ambito degli speech, più verso la discriminazione, ecco. Che come detto, quando succedono tipo il gruppo di persone che ti prende un po' in giro per il colore della pelle o per le tue origini o perché non so, hai detto qualcosa di sbagliato, cose così, ad esempio, e che parte tutto scherzando, tipo adesso faccio anche un esempio che non so se sia brutale, no, non ti do la caramella perché è del tuo stesso colore della pelle, che in quel momento uno non ci dà peso alla parola, però è una cosa proprio che tocca, cioè nel senso, perché te lo puoi mangiare, io no perché è del mio colore della pelle, cioè un po' discriminatorio, no? E quindi avere avuto l'opportunità di fare questa tipologia di progetto mi ha tirato fuori in mente tutte queste cose, ma anche perché costantemente le vedo, o meglio nei social, tuttora è così, ogni tanto sbuca quella notizia, sì, questa ha smesso di fare, non so, video tipo di influencer perché è stata vittima di body shaming, quindi un po', però sempre andando piano piano, poi ovviamente vanno a sommarsi, uno dopo un po' non ce la fa.
I was a victim of bullying too when I was in middle school because of my appearance. For example, I had pimples and I wore glasses and so on, silly things. And I was lucky because back then the social media weren't really used from my classmates. But then when youngsters began to use them a lot, I realized that social media are not mean tools, but people can be really mean. And when you leave a comment, it's not just about the comment itself, but it's about the effect of that comment. So it's like a never-ending chain of hate. And it's really more dangerous than just, a bad comment in a person, or if someone offend you in looking at your face. On social media, there isn't an end of it, so it's really important being aware about it and to try to fight with the tools we can use. I think that the youngsters or students, middle school students and high school students are really in danger because they, due to their age, they use a lot social media, and I can understand why, because I think there are fantastic tools, but there is a big problem at the beginning of this process because for example in Italy we don't have a social media and technology education in school, so we don't really have someone, an expert that can explain us when we are very young, or maybe also in elementary school, how to approach to this kind of tools. So we start using them without knowing the consequences and all the implications of them. So I think this kind of projects are really important in regarding this aspect of social media.
Middle school is a very fragile moment, and also they are facing a changement inside their own, outside. They are passing through the elementary school and they're moving to a different system. The world is demanding something different from them. They are facing social media more and more because, for example, until 10 years their parents would not permit them to use a mobile phone, and then bam, they have a world that is open to them. And so digital education could be very important, and something that we are doing here with FASTLISA is also giving tools to people that are working in school and more close to youth center and the youngster.
Maybe if you are a victim of hate speech or cyberbullying, in this moment you feel like that the offense you receive is really big, really heavy for you. But you have to realize that it depends on the importance we give to what are other opinions. So I think that the power of an offense to harm you, it's really linked to our reaction. So I think we need to try at least to realize that we are not alone, and we can handle even a difficult situation, because due and also thanks to projects like that, we can learn new strategies and tools to being able to handle this kind of situations.
I suggest to report, block account that they are spamming you, that they are hate speeching you, that they are just flamers and trolls. So report and block. That is something that it will allow you to at least stay a bit safer in your online environment, avoid toxic environment, and if you need, go for psychological support, because having people that they are just bombing you can be very tough, and sometimes you think that you are strong and then you all of a sudden break. And as Elena mentioned before, you are not alone, and there are many people that can help you. You can go, if you know some educators, you can go to them. If they don't have the answer, they have a network that can help you.